Welcome to Joe's Astrology. And why do twins? This is a common question about astrology. Why do or how can twins be born on the same day and have the same astrology but have two different lives or have two different charts that are the same but they're affected differently in their when we're looking as an astrologer looking at a chart, why does the twin A have the same transit as twin B and they have different things happen? Well, here's the reason. This is the reason. I made this up from my understanding of astrology, being an astrologer, and my study of spirituality and what's going on in the world. And it's really simple. And the reason is consciousness. And this isn't really talked about that much because people don't. I say this all the time. People don't believe in consciousness. And I'm not saying that I do. I'm just saying this is where my studies and my observations have taken me over the last 25 years. Ever since I was around 15 years old or so. And what that means is that there is you could say there's a spirit or an essence of something that is working through us. And I'm not going to say that everything is fated or anything like that, but there is a direction or I call it the puppeteer because this is what it feels like. There's like a puppeteer behind all of us. And that's not the right term. I'm not going to get into the terms that I have learned or because I don't even know if it's true. But this is just, again, where my studies and my thoughts have taken me personally. Some of the terms getting thrown around are like oversoul, archangels, angels, etc., and things like that. So I do think there is or you could say like karma, fate, etc. I do think that there is something that is driving, you could say also something that is driving each person in a direction. And this really has nothing to do, this is the thing, it has nothing to do with astrology. It's completely separate from astrology. And I have other videos on this. I'm not sure what they're titled. I'm sure one of them is titled Consciousness. But there is there's this, at a soul level, there's the soul's evolution that is in each person that is going through a sort of evolution. And then there's the astrology is what we see. We see the, like me, I just had a Mercury-Mars transit. We see the Mercury-Mars transit, and I have Mars going through my 7th house. It's on the 7th house cusp. And we kind of add these up and we see, okay, and then something happens in the world. So we can correlate that to those transits. And that's what we see. But we don't see the whole picture until the life is over. And then we can, or towards later, as life goes on, towards later in life, we can, if we really want to, we can put the pieces together and we can see the life of a consciousness. And that's the best way at this point that I know how to describe it without really coming up with some kind of plan. And that's why twins have the same chart. They can have a lot of similar things happen. Maybe transit, both have similar transits and they both have two different things happen at the same time. But different things are going to happen because they are two different consciousness on two different paths of a soul's evolution.